Hey Year 11 ESL. So this is Thursday's lesson and it's quite a short and simple one, but please do let me know if you guys have got any questions. So today we are going to be doing some vocabulary and writing practice, and I'm also going to explain to you about our first assessment, which is going to be a notes check. The deadline for this lesson, as you can see, is Thursday at 8 p.m. You're going to have to submit some of it on your private channel and some of it on an assignment tab. So the first thing that I want you guys to do is to go onto your team's private channel, where I will have posted this question. Do you think that space travel will be commonplace? That means that everyone will do it within the next 50 years. Will we be taking holidays into space? Would you even want to take a holiday into space? You need to write down your answer and post it in your team's private channel underneath my comment, and your response should be at least 50 words long and try to use some space vocabulary. So please pause this video and do that now. So here is an example response if you're not sure what to write. There is no way that space travel will become commonplace in the next 50 years. Citizens are becoming more aware of the adverse effects of global warming, and taking journeys into space would only emit more harmful emissions into our already fragile atmosphere. My hope is that people can start taking more care of the Earth and enjoy the beauty of what surrounds us. So please make a note in your own personal notes. What makes this a really good response, and what would make it even better? Are there any examples of precise vocabulary or sophisticated grammar? If so, can you give examples? So please pause this response now and make a note of this in your own personal notes. That could be a Word document that you create just now. So please pause. Next, in your team's private channel, after all of your group members have replied, please reply to them. So reply back and tell them whether or not you agree with that idea, whether you disagree with it, and why. Please remember to be polite and respectful. So you're going to post your own idea, and then you're going to reply to other people's ideas, and you're going to do all of that in our team's private channel. Please make sure that you do that now. Next, I want you guys please to do this Quizlet review. I've also posted the link to this in your team's private channel. Spend about 15 to 20 minutes building and improving your vocabulary with that. And remember, if you encounter any new or unknown words, then add those in your notes or your vocabulary list. Pause the video and do that now. Okay, so now I'm going to explain the assessments that we're going to have and also explain your homework. So make sure you keep watching till the end of this video. So we have got two assignments that are going to be due in. The first one is next Tuesday, the 11th of February, and that is going to be a note making, just like we've been practicing, and that's going to be worth 10%. Then the next assignment is going to be on the 26th of February. Now, we know that the school is going to be closed until the end of February, so this will be online, so you need to start preparing for it now. So your assessment on the 26th of February is going to be a notebook check and checking evidence of revision. So basically, you guys need to be making your own notes and keeping evidence of all of the work that you've done. That is also worth 10%. So what I recommend that you guys do is you could do this perhaps on your class notebook, or you could start a document. So maybe I might start a document like this and call it Year 11 English. And on there, maybe I'll make a note of what I do every single day. So maybe I'll say Thursday, reviewed vocabulary, and I'm going to give some evidence of that. So I'm going to insert a table. word definition, Chinese definition. And I'll keep a note of that, and then I might also perhaps put a screenshot in of some discussions that I've had on Teams. I might put in a picture of a group call that I've had. So basically, what you should be putting here should be examples of classwork and examples of extra work that you have chosen to do, examples of video calls, and that could be screenshots, examples of vocabulary work. So that's the kind of thing that you should do, and that is your responsibility to do that. I will keep reminding you to do it, but it's your responsibility to do that. Let me show you guys what the mark scheme will be for that assessment. So this is the mark scheme of the assessment. It's the same as what we would normally do. So 1 out of 5, you have some notes, but they're not organised and you're missing key details. Maybe your notes are very untidy, you haven't got any vocabulary sheets, and you're missing lots and lots of classwork. For a 2, some lessons do not have appropriate notes, so maybe some lessons are there but some are missing. Maybe you're not having dates and titles, you've not got any learning objectives, and your notes are quite messy. There's a few bits of vocabulary but not a lot. For 3, you've got notes for every lesson, but maybe some lessons are incomplete or not as detailed as they could be. And there should be some evidence of some work that you've done extra that I haven't told you to do. There should be some vocabulary sheets, but maybe it's inconsistent. For a 4 out of 5, every lesson is very detailed, except maybe 1 or 2 might not be perfect. Now you're adding examples of reflection or highlights or extra translations, work that you've done after class, and you're doing that quite regularly, maybe 70% of the time. And you've got quite a lot of vocabulary sheets there. For full marks, you need to have every lesson with very detailed notes. Every lesson has got evidence you've done extra work after class. You've got vocabulary records for every lesson, and it's all very neat, very clearly organised, very nicely labelled. So that is how it is going to be assessed. And remember, this is worth 10%, so you guys really need to make sure that you do it and do it well. So your homework is to start doing that. So collect any work that you've done this week and put it all into a Word document for me. And then you're going to upload that on the assignment tab on Teams. So homework is to start making your note worksheet and upload that on Teams. So you're going to upload evidence of the work you have been doing in English this week. That will include typed or written notes, video or audio files, so that could be a link, screenshots of work you've done or discussions you've had with me, vocabulary lists, regular reflection where you think about how you could improve your work, evidence of any independent work that you have been doing in English, and all of that goes into one Word document like this. Remember, you're going to receive a score out of 5 for the notebook check, as I've just explained. I will give you some idea how you're doing right now, so I can tell you how to improve for the final assessment at the end of February, and remember that is worth 10%. So, to summarise then, the things that you need to do. Make sure you have completed all of the assignments in English this week. If you've missed any work, make sure you catch up. Make sure you have responded to my question about space travel in the Teams private channel by 8 PM. Make sure you read the responses of your classmates in the private channel and have responded to them, also before 8 PM. Make sure you review the vocabulary on Quizlet and record new words in your notes. Give some explanations and examples of how you could use those new words. And upload any evidence of the work that you have been doing in English this week in the assignment posted by me. Okay, that is everything. On Friday, I am going to do a group video call. That will probably be at about 4 PM your time. So if you've got any questions and you would rather speak to me face to face, you can save them until Friday when we can talk then, okay? So have a nice Thursday, and hopefully I'll see most of you guys on the group call on Friday. Bye bye.